Hi everybody, Alex Kerjanides here with BSM Vault. Welcome to another edition of our video tip of the week series. Today's tip number 29. I'm pumped today because we're going to go tactical. This is all geared towards tactically putting out a message on Facebook, running an ad on Facebook and getting leads immediately, day one, every single day. So the topic today is going to be on how to use your IDX the right way to get leads and build brand awareness at the same time. You could do both. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to go very tactical. I'm actually going to go and walk you through a live campaign for one of my VIP clients in our agency. I think that's the best way for me to just show you what I'm talking about. You have to have an IDX link, right? Preferably something that you could customize. You have to have a brand that you want to promote, which is you. Okay, we're going to pick a property. But remember, the brand is always you. You got to build brand awareness out there in your target area and use your properties as assets, right? I'm going to share with you what I'm talking about that and incorporate a customized, very customizable IDX link so you can direct traffic to so people could click it, get into your IDX, opt in to search the entire IDX, or you can retarget them if they don't opt in. Okay, so let me just share with you what I'm talking about. It's a fun topic today because we've been covering a lot of mindset stuff, a lot of theory stuff. This is very practical, very strategic. So I want you guys to run with this. Take good notes. Listen first, take notes, deploy, test in your market. If you guys have any questions, obviously I'm always available. Hit me up. So let me share my screen. All right, you guys should see my screen. Let me just cover something really quick that's very important. So remember this. You guys have to wear your marketing hat way more than you wear your real estate hat. Understand this, the fundamentals of business right now. So I run an agency, you guys are real estate professionals. We are all serving clients, but we all have to market and prospect and advertise way more than we're serving. We should have an assembly line in place when we do get clients to take care of them and provide them an amazing experience and get them to the finish line to whatever goals and targets they want to achieve, whether they're buying or selling. Same in my world. But understand this, you got to market. So building brand awareness is very important, and then using the IDX link is just a tactic that we're going to deploy amongst many other tactics that we have. Okay, so marketing strategies, very important. High up on everybody's list of what they should be doing on a daily and weekly basis. Keep this in mind too. You have your laptops, you have your cell phones, you have your tablets. There's not a platform. You could add all these platforms. You could add Pinterest, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. Add them. Combined, they still do not beat Facebook as far as market share on this device right here, which is your mobile. Understand this. There's 2 billion active users on Facebook alone. The average person is on their cell phone 3 to 4 hours a day. Over 2 hours of that time is spent in Facebook. So I promise you when I tell you this, your audience that you should be targeting is right here, somewhere in one of these 3 platforms. So it's your job as a marketer to put your message out there over and over so your target audience could see this. If you look at a funnel, there's 3 stages to a funnel. We're going to get people in the top stage, which is just the awareness. The awareness stage is where everything starts. People don't go into this world before they go into this world and this world. It happens in order, 1, 2, 3. So you have to understand this funnel and this image and understand that brand awareness and using tactics like what I'm going to teach you guys right now with your IDX is very crucial to go from awareness to consideration to lead. The top of the funnel is the awareness piece. The goal here is branding, awareness, and mindshare with your future potential prospects. You have to get in front of them often, and you can. Get your face and brand consistently in front of your potential prospects on an ongoing basis. I'm going to teach you right now what I'm talking about. This here, before I move on to getting into one of my clients' community pages, is really the holy grail right now of targeting your audience. Facebook has made some changes. There's 2 billion active users, so not everybody has seen those changes, but you all are going to start seeing that the demographic of homeowners and likely to move behaviors, that stuff's going to go away if it hasn't already in your account. So I want you guys to take a snapshot of this. Pause this right now, take a snapshot, and when I get to the targeting stage, we're going to use these like interest here to narrow down our audience. This is going to be basically the foundation of all your targeting right here. And then you can narrow down even more or include depending on what kind of campaigns we're running. And I'll explain this more in detail when I get to that stage. So let me go over here. Actually, let me do this. Let me take this, put this over here away from my screen. I'll get to it later. And let me go ahead now and just go to one of my clients' Facebook pages. Okay, this is one of my clients. He's a great guy, great client, even better person. Him and his wife run a great practice up in Temecula, which is in Southern California near San Diego, for those of you who don't know. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do what's called a post-engagement ad. This is specifically, we're going to use an IDX, we're going to do branding, and we're going to do this all at the same time. So we're going to post an engagement ad that drives leads to an IDX opt-in, builds brand awareness. We're going to get leads, we're going to get reach, we're going to get exposure all at the same time. And I'm going to give you guys different budgets to use. I don't care if you're running a small budget, $150 a month, or you're running a large budget, $5,000 a month, and everything in between. This should be the foundation of what everybody here is watching is doing to get into Facebook. Okay, obviously there's other stuff that we believe in that's very important as well, like reach and working off of community pages and engagement and cost per click and all that stuff, right? Like, let me just share real quick some insights here on Brian's page. It's very important when you guys look at your pages that you look at your insights. Right, so this is going to take me to the Insights report. These two boxes right here are the most important boxes. I cover this all the time. I'm going to keep covering it until you guys get it. You got to have a reach. This is a 7-day reach of at least 10,000 people reached or more. Obviously, he's way higher than that. That's why Brian does such an amazing job. And you got to have an engagement of at least 2,000 people or more. He's obviously higher than that, right? So this is the fundamentals here. Videos help with post engagement and reach, and everything else we do and he does as a client helps with reach and engagement. When this happens, Facebook's algorithms puts us now in a different kind of like highway system, and they reward us with much better conversion. So lower cost per click, higher click-through rates. I've covered this before. I'll keep sharing this until you guys get it and it makes sense and you guys deploy it in your world. So let's go back to his page. Let's do a campaign right now from scratch. Okay, this is important, so hopefully you guys just stay along with me to the end. I'm going to do this as fast as I can, but I think it's important because a lot of you asked me about this, and here we go. So just so you guys know how I got to that Insights section is right here on your business page. Click these 3 dots and go to View Insights. So let's go here now, and let's do this. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do a post-engagement ad. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click this tab right here called Video, Photo and Video, and I'm going to upload some pictures. I already got these saved. I'm going to upload number 1 right here. I'm going to upload number 2. I like to pick between 3 and 5 pictures. Here's number 2. Here's number 3. Bear with me, please. Obi said running ads was exciting. It is a little boring, but we got to do it. Either you do it if you're a one-man show, or you have a team to do it, or you hire BSM Vault to do it. Doesn't matter. One of the 3 options is all you have, but this has to be done. So I put 5 images. Okay, this is a real property. We're going to promote a real one for Brian right now live. There's 5 images right here. Here is my ad copy. Just follow with me. I already got this pre-scripted. I'm going to put this on here, and then I'm going to explain what I'm doing. You want to have a hook, okay? So you always want to have a hook. This is our hook for the purposes of what we're doing here right now. Showcase listing alert. I always make this capitalized, asterisks on both sides. I give only a brief description. A lot of you agents are putting way too much information here. It defeats the purpose of them wanting to click your link and get real details. So give them a little bit of information. Never the address right here specifically, because they could find out more if they go to Redfin and Zillow. So keep it very simple and sweet here. 2, 3, 4 lines max, right? So here's my hook, right? Your hook could be coming soon. It could be just listed. It could be open houses. It could be just sold, special financing, etc., etc. A little brief description. Here's my call to action. Click here for full details. I took this link and shortened it with bit.ly. Because if I show you the link, it's very, very long. The URL is super long, so I'm not going to have a long URL here. So all I did was took the URL to a site called Bitly, bitly.com. It's a free site. Everybody has access to it. And then I shortened the link and I customized it, right? So it's a nice short link. I got call, text, this is Brian's cell phone to schedule a private showing, another call to action. I put some other details here just to make sure we're compliant. You guys should all know this by now. Always put your BRE number here on your ads, listed by Brian with Caldwell Banker. Okay, so nice and clean, very simple. All I'm going to do now is, before I stop, I'm going to copy this. There's a reason. Copy that. I'm going to share this now. I'm posting this. Give Facebook a second. Give it a second. Give it a second. So now here we go. Facebook has it. So what I do now is I go to each picture and I click the link of the picture, right? And I add a description here. All I do is paste the original description that I put. Done editing. You'd be surprised how many people click the pictures and now you got call to actions on every picture. I go to the next picture. I do the same. Just paste it over here. Done editing. I go to the next picture. The same. Follow with me here, guys. This is important. I guarantee you this is going to get you guys leads almost on a daily basis, if not more. I'll do this one more time. There's only 5 pictures. And you want to have good images. Brian's great at his imaging. Brian's a great marketer, by the way. That's why I love working with the guy. He understands what we do at a high level. Loves doing really good images and pictures and drone shots. So always have good images, good pictures. Outsource this if you want. Or you do it yourself, but it has to be done properly. So I got the description on each page of each photo on this ad right here. I got my copy. I got my call to action, 2 of them. I got my link that redirects them. So understand this, when you're using an IDX link, I'm going to show you guys where it's going to take us. It's going to take us here to this page. Let me show it to you, which is basically his IDX page. It automatically makes them opt in. It's okay. Have them opt in. That's what you want. This is the lead. They opt in. They give you their info. They have access to this property. And now they have access to a whole bunch of other stuff within this IDX machine here. We happen to use TorchX for Brian. It's a very functional, very intuitive IDX platform. Let's say they don't opt in. Okay, this page is pixeled. We can retarget them. Now we build another audience. We can retarget them over and over again, and we'll send them properties similar to this on a weekly basis. They'll eventually want to opt in and look at what we have to offer, right? So don't overthink this. Don't give them access to your IDX and let them just scroll around and not opt in. Have them opt in, get it out of the way. Now they have access to the property. We win. We get a lead. They don't opt in. It's okay. We still win because now we can retarget them because the page is pixel. Okay? So let's go over here. This is the post. The post is live. We're never going to boost here, guys. You don't boost here. That's Facebook's way of just taking your guys' money. You cannot target your audience as well as we're going to target it the way we're going to target it that I'm going to show you. So you have your hook, you have your ad copy, you have your call to actions, you have the details here so you're compliant. Everything is good to go. Once you're published, now we're going to go into the ads manager. Okay? Ads manager is what I recommend you guys run your ads from, not boosting. Okay, so we're going to leave this here for now. Let me go ahead and just refresh. Make sure Facebook has it and it's live. Now we're going to get away from this page and now we're going to go into this ads manager account. So I'm in his ads manager account right now. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we're going to pick one of these campaign objectives. I'm a big fan of brand awareness. I'm a big fan of traffic. I'm a big fan of engagement. Everything else for the purposes of what we're doing right now is not relevant. When we're running videos, we're going to do video views. When we're trying to get leads, we're going to go Facebook lead ad form straight here into lead generation. But for right now, we're going to use the IDX link post that we just posted, and we're going to go ahead and run an engagement ad. So you're going to come here, you're going to click engagement. You're going to go ahead here. Let me go ahead and give this a name. I always like to title everything so I remember what we're doing. I'll put the address here, 33597 Abelia Street. I like to copy this because I'm going to use it again. All right, so I'm giving it a name. We'll go to the next page. We're going to go here. We're going to put the name here again. just like to title everything. And now here what we're going to do is, we don't have a saved audience because we're going to do a pin drop on this address. We always click here, everyone, people who live in this location. Facebook by default will typically keep it here. We don't want this. We want people who live in this location. We're going to go ahead and put this property address in here, 35597 Abelia Street. There it is. It's going to pop up. Typically, I like to do a 5-mile radius. So I go 5-mile radius right here. 5 miles. If you guys remember here, this targeting that I showed you guys right here, I'm going to take this information now, right here, and I am going to put in here, when I go down to my detailed targeting, exactly what I shared with you guys. So before I do that, I keep the age where it's at. You guys can adjust this if you want. I like to keep it where it's at. I keep gender where it's at. I always typically like to go English here to get rid of the spammers that are outside of North America. So I go English, all. If you're working with Spanish-speaking families or other families, or your audience speaks a different language, just type it here. But right now we're going to go English, we're going to go all, we're going to keep the age where it's at. Here we're going to go detailed targeting. We're going to start off with Redfin as an interest, right here. And then we're going to click this button here called Suggestions. And that's going to give us some recommended suggestions. And based on the image that I shared with you of our new targeting, this is what we're going to pick. We're going to pick real estate as an interest, Zillow as an interest, we're going to pick Trulia as an interest, Homes.com, Realtor.com. This right here is going to be removed here pretty soon. It will be removed here pretty soon. It doesn't matter. We're okay. I'm not worried about this as a marketer because I have my core fundamental interests right here identified. Facebook's going to take this then and they're going to put it in front of our audience. This audience reach right here for me is a little bit low. So instead of keeping this as a 5-mile radius, I like to have at least 100,000 or more initially, because I don't know if you guys are aware of this. Facebook doesn't show your ad to 120,000 people. They're going to show this to about 10% of these people first to see if anybody's going to click on the ad. So if people click on the ad, Facebook will show it to more people. If people don't click on the ad, Facebook's going to show it to less people. So I always like to have my reach here about 100,000. So we're perfect there. We're going to keep this the same. I'm not going to exclude anybody because I want other realtors to see this. I want people looking at these areas to see, looking or having interest here to see this. It's a 10-mile radius of our property. So this is exactly how I want it to be. I'm going to go down here. I'm not going to save this audience because this is just for the specific property. I'm never going to use automatic placements, even though they say recommended. We don't need to. We're going to go ahead and edit our placements. We're going to remove all this stuff. We're not doing videos. We're not doing any native and banner ads. We're not going to market to Instagram. If we did market to Instagram, it'd be separate from Facebook. Not suggestive videos, not in-stream videos, not instant articles. All we want is feeds. That's all we want. These right here is great. That's all it's going to give us. That's all we want. We're going to always click only connected to Wi-Fi because I want people to be looking at our ads when they're connected to Wi-Fi, so I know they're either on their mobile device or they're online as opposed to not. We're going to go ahead and keep this daily budget $11. I'm fine with that. Or I could do a lifetime spend if I wanted to. If I was doing an open house, I would do a lifetime spend maybe Thursday to Sunday. But since I'm not doing an open house, I'm doing a daily budget. I'll keep this right where it's at. Everything else, nothing's touched. I'm going to let this ad run. So I'm just going to let it run. I'll obviously monitor and check it once a week to see how the progress is, how many leads are coming in. And if it's working well, I'll keep it. If it's not working well, I'll make some adjustments. My potential reach now you see is 84,000. Not bad. Exactly what I want. Now I go to the actual creative. Let me just share with you here what we do. Make sure you put your notes here. We're going to use existing post. Right? You have two options. You can create an ad from scratch or use an existing post. We're going to keep this here because we already did this post right here. If you guys remember. We're always going to make sure that we have the page associated with where the post is or from where we want to run the ad. So again, along the road to Temecula Valley, same page. We're going to make sure that's there. We don't need to do this. Here we go. Select a post. We're going to click this down arrow. Here's my post. I already got a like. There she is. That's my post. Showcase listing alert. Everything is exactly how I want it. It's the post. It's going to show you what it looks like on mobile. It's going to show you what it looks like on a desktop. That's all I want. It's mobile and desktop. We're going to always click the Facebook pixel because we always want to retarget. Everything else looks good, looks good, looks good. We're going to go ahead and confirm this. Facebook's going to take a little bit to make sure that it's okay with everything. And then, booyah. I'm going to go ahead and lower this. There's a lot of campaigns obviously running. We'll go back to this page. And now we have this campaign running. Once they approve the ad, this campaign is going to run. This post is going to be seen in front of a percentage of the target audience that I want it to be seen in front of. People are going to be engaging in this ad. They're going to be liking it. They're going to be commenting. They're going to be sharing. They're going to click this link. It's going to take them to the IDX that's customized for this property. People are going to have to opt in. 20 to 30 to 40% will opt in. About 70, 60% will not. That's okay. All we're going to do is retarget them later. Let me get back on the screen here. So I hope that made sense, guys. IDX and brand awareness should be the foundation of what you guys are doing when you start marketing online. And I personally, and what we believe at here at BSM Vault, is you should be using a community page and a lifestyle page, and you should have good reach and engagement already on that page. You should have a good following on that page, which is your target audience in the area you are working. And then you should run ads. And the ads you should be running should be strategically ran on a weekly basis, from like engagement to content and nurture, which is the foundation, the beginning. And then when you want to get into getting leads, you run IDX campaigns like the one I just showed you. You run brand awareness campaigns, and then you evolve from there. So I know this was a longer video, but a lot of you requested this. So I hope you took notes. Rewind this, watch it again from the beginning, take notes, understand the methodology behind why we did or why we do what we do. But I promise you, if you run this and you have a target audience and you get this in front of that target audience, you're going to get leads on a daily basis. And then you're going to get them to go to your IDX site. You could be able to retarget them. You could follow up with them. I recommend everything's integrated with follow-up, emails, text, video, messenger bots, all of that. It increases the conversion percentages, and just run with it. Test, 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 test. So thanks for staying along the whole way for the video. If you guys have any questions, reach out to me directly. Deploy, implement, have fun with it. And until next week, next video, take care and bye-bye for now.